Greetings everyone, here's Lodrik, and this is a game of One the Pacific at Mids Edition. This is my PBEM match against AsuRob. He's Allied Commander, and for me it is the Empire of Japan. 13th February 42, and I was able to send in reinforcements to Fiji, but I was unable to defeat the New Zealand American forces there. And now we have here, I think this is Surabaya coming back, trying to intercept my unloading. Sumatra, not Surabaya. So the light cruiser was able to escape last time with a night engagement, and scoring also here the first hit on my battle cruiser, but 15 centimeter against the battle cruiser is still not really too much. And this is 1000 yards, so every gun can hit now. So we have a lot of shells going out from each side, but there's also many maybe flak guns and heavy machine guns shells, and they will do nothing. So there was at least one more 15 centimeter hit on Congo, but now I score a 36 centimeter hit on Sumatra, and that is for a light cruiser already a lot. And my battle cruisers can normally handle this kind of damage. Good. So Sumatra escaped, but took damage. One torpedo boat tried to sneak in, but I have here also some faster units on patrol. And the torpedo boat can escape. Na gut. After many days of no success, I can score a hit on a PG. So a sub hunter gets damaged and destroyed by a submarine. Yeah. And my submarine here can escape the attack of the Americans. So early in the war, the American destroyers are not very powerful against submarines, but this will change sooner or later. S-40 is also still here. Can escape detection, but not the second time. 5 more hits, still no heavy damage. But Surabaya is very close, so if I don't really score a critical hit and sink the submarine directly, it can always escape to shipyard of Surabaya and get fixed very fast. And I unload now here at Darwin, but there's one ship in port. I don't know if it's AM. It's an AMC. Maybe my battleship can take care of this. Yeah. There's a big explosion, and then the ship was gone. Sweeping, because they are still P-40s. Support ground attacks. Of course, this cost me 1 or 2 aircraft, even if I come at 11,000. The Dutch Buffalo's trying, but they cannot really compete with a 0 long distance attacks out of Pago Pago, I guess. And this is locally out of Suva against my ground forces. But again, these are Navy Guard and Navy Assault divisions, so they have equipment. And they can defeat against low-level attacks. And this is jungle, so it's very hard to hit something with aircraft. And the ship is sinking, but I don't know more what now. Oh, maybe the PG. I hit with a torpedo, yes. Yeah, risky play here in the shallow water. And now my sub is damaged. But I'm unloading. I get also here unload support by 2 battleships, trying to suppress the enemy, and more or less only 2 hits on my cargo ships is okay. So this bombardment also can already cripple the enemy defense, plus the division is now unloading with light losses only. That should be enough. And I also closing in to take the next town southwest of Surabaya to cut the rail now completely. This was successful. And there was some aircraft on the ground. Maybe Rob tried to use this aircraft base because this is cannot be bombarded by sea. So by always the threat of shell bombardments by battleships or anything. But yeah, I took the base. The next battle for Bataan, enough resting. And my odds getting better and better day by day. So Bataan also have a limitation of how many units I can bring in this hex because of stacking limits. But I get closer and closer to 4-1, 5-1, then I can also change to shock attack, and then normally maybe a victory by a morale check. Batavia, there's a division arriving, plus the HQ. And if there's a bendering some equipment and it's the east, then there cannot be too much here at Batavia, but there is equipment. Some British even. But maybe I can take the city with a full-size division. A regiment is trying to take here the southern port, and that was successful. This is a backup solution for allies to ship out fuel, but this port is also now closed. And Buna still holding. Dot bases. Empty base, bombardment of Darwin, and there is easily to see now that there is not much equipment left. But the bombardment was still not so bad. And for me it is now resting. I must get my equipment ready for siege. Good. Next turn, some good news. More or less a step forward, I would say. More equipment arriving here. Air losses are higher for the allies. Mainly because I think there was this L-18s. This is all. Yeah, I can check it like this. So I lost 2 of my torpedo bombers by my attack, ground attack against Darwin. And the allies lost a lot of stuff. L-18s, I think this is Java. This was destroyed on the ground. And the other stuff is more or less this P-40, P-40Bs, Es, and the Buffaloes and P-39s. That is maybe all Fiji. So I lost my 2 pilots, flag kill over enemy base. And there was a sinking of a PG, I think. Yeah. Because I took this port, there was also 2 ships under construction. Oh, no, not under. This is a floating dock. So there are many of them in Java. These are, you can repair floating damage in this. And you can see this is 12,000 tons of docking capacity. So you can get here even heavy cruisers in. But you can only fix floating damage. And this India PG, nothing too special, but it's a good sub-hunt, I would say. Early on, at least. No change in China. Everything's fine. Everything's quiet. I don't have the really supplies to feed everything in China to go full China war. I'm closing in on Sebang. Java looks fine. The division took the southern base here, and there was some resources, not so big. I took the port. No one here, nothing else here, kicked all out. So now there's no rail connection more. I more or less really split in 1, 2, 3 parts Java. Now the next goal would be save the paratroopers and take Surabaya, and then push the Dutch east out of the island, off the island. The reinforcements arrive at Darwin, so I have now enough supplies and a full division is ready to attack. The rest is maybe a little damage, but the division should be enough to take the base. And then once Darwin, the forces of Darwin must retreat, it's normally a slaughter. Suva was a little inactive today on the air war. So my pilots, these local guys, I lost 6 airframes, but I score 19 hits. And again, this is air-to-air kills and 19 kills. So this is all real kills. If you have ops losses, you can see your ops losses here, but you cannot see the ops losses of the enemy. Ops losses is normally not a kill for a pilot. So the best pilot here in this wing is 2 kills. Okay, could be better, but I'm still struggling to get full-fledged, already pilots at the front line. I still have not enough trained pilots for everything, carrier, land base, especially if I fight at so many locations at the same time. Good, see you next time, take care, bye-bye.